100% online, all hip hop, all the time. When you get up in that ring, your reputation's on the line. All hip hop, all the time. Go on YouTube. Type.
The new album is called Hater's Nightmare, and you know, it's basically from thoughts of from me from the past, just saying, you know, I'm back. You know, a lot of cats didn't want to, you know, I thought, you know, didn't want to see me have no money, or didn't want to see me prosper or succeed in life, and so I figured, you know, man, you know, I'm gonna get these haters some nightmares, you know, and drop a hot album and get some, and watch them see me getting money, you know, make it hard for them to sleep. So now I guess, you know, hi haters, I know y'all ain't sleeping because I'll be giving y'all nightmares out here with this new album with me and Game and Twister and Cat Williams and Dub C and Bone Thugs and Corrupt. I mean, you know, I mean, we be giving y'all nightmares. I mean, you know, and that ain't nothing to apologize for. All my real cats out there, you know what I'm saying? I know they out there banging it. They sleeping real well because they know Spice One out here getting it in, putting in work. And you know, the theme of the album was just for you know, I sat on a you know, on a motorcycle like Ghost Rider, you know what I'm saying? Because I figured, you know, it's the same scenario, you know what I'm saying? I gotta look in, I gotta my thug ray vision, you know what I'm saying? I look in you haters' eyes and I see right through you, you know what I'm saying? It's like I can just grab you and look you in the face and stare right through you with my thug ray vision, you know what I'm saying? You can't hide, you know what I'm saying? I know you hating, I know you can't say, oh, I got love for Spice One, but you really don't, you know what I'm saying? I see that. So Thug Ray Vision, that's one of the songs on the album. And I mean, you know, the album is more than just the album to me, because it's me, you know, letting everybody know what it is, you know. So right. Check it out, you know, it's hot.
Right, and you spoke on some of the artists that you collaborated on this album. Was it difficult getting people to collaborate with you, or you just reached out to some people that you're cool with and got it? It was easy, or how'd that work out, the collaborations?
Well, definitely I reached out to all of the artists that you know, that I thought had love for me, and you know, got them on the CD. It's a different ball game when it's independent, opposed to you doing major label, working with a major label. So it was all love, you know. I had to go around and, you know, holler at my dudes and, you know, tell them what was up. I was doing a new album and send them tracks, and you know what I'm saying. And the cats that you hear on my albums, those my friends, those my dudes, those my real friends. Those is cats I catch a bullet for, you know what I'm saying. Those my real dudes. So I mean, it ain't no fake ass album. It ain't no me, I gotta pay this dude to get on my album, because you know what I'm saying. It's not me doing that. It's all these cats on my albums is you know, friends of mine in the rap game, and that's rare to come by in this industry.
Right. And I also heard that for this album that you guys are working on a tour, and you're working with the live band for this tour.
Yeah, man, a live band, you know, Columbine.
From Las Vegas, right?
Yeah. It's about to be some whole other shit, man. I mean, you know, we doing it like that because we independent now. You know, we ain't tripping on nobody trying to sue us or nothing like that or whatever. You know, now you know, if I was signed to Sony or a major label, or well, we probably wouldn't be doing all of that. You know what I'm saying? Right. But we independent now, so you know, we kicking, we doing what we want to do, man. You know, right. So it's a lot. It's doing this album was a lot of fun, and working with this you know, this rock band is really about to set it off, because you know, we're gonna do some old school songs, like I have them playing you know, 187 Proof and Strap on a Side, and you know, songs that my fans are familiar with. during my shows, but we also plan on recording the songs over in the studio with live band, like, you know. So and we'll be releasing that too through Thug World. So look forward to that. You know, we'll take all of the you'll have a Spice One live band album with all of the knocks on there, man. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we ain't playing with, man. We having a lot of fun right now, you know, with this Thug World. So y'all stay tuned, man. We ain't playing.
All right, talk to me about when you first got signed, like when you were first becoming an artist. Like, how did you get your first deal?
Well, my first original deal was with Too Short, Dangerous Music. Then I signed to this independent label, Triad Records, and they released the first single, 187 Proof. And
how did you get that deal?
I kind of just, you know, made a CD and started like giving them away, passing them out with songs on there. And these old school homies I know, the AMW, was a group called AMW, and they told the CEO of the label, Triad, which was Georgia Willis, they told her, you know, the homie came by, that nigga tight, man, you might want to go check him out. He over there on Facella Circle when Hay was selling crack out his drawers, named Spice, you know what I'm saying? They told him what was up, told her what was up, so she drive over there in white Mercedes-Benz, looking like she fresh out of a magazine, and asked me for a CD. I gave it to her, and she took it back, and we released it. We released songs that were on there. We recorded a few of them, and we released songs as a 6-song EP called "Let It Be Known," independent, and I guess, you know, that spread everywhere, and the word got back to Jive Records, to Barry Weiss up there, and next thing you know, we get a call from Barry Weiss, and I had the lawyers take the paperwork from there, you know. Right. And by that time, I was only what? I just turned 21. So I was just able to sign my own contract at that point in time. Wow, so for 10 years, I was signed to Jive for I did like 8, 9 albums over there. So once I got to the independent game, it was like being thrown to the sharks, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm on a major label for 10 years, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, but you know, that's how I got the deal. You know, I just kind of went out there, and I didn't, I'm gonna I gotta get paid for everything. You know, you gotta give to the game to receive. You can't just receive. You know, the game ain't like that. You gotta give out some CDs. You gotta do some shows for free. You gotta, you know, hop on some buses, take some cabs, take some long walks in the rain. It's a lot of things you gotta do, man. You know, you can't just get from the game. You gotta give. So, you know, that's how I kind of, you know, got it out there.
Right, no doubt. All right, now that you know, you're still talking about back in the day, once you got signed, and then how did things change once you released Welcome to the Ghetto?
Well, really not. They changed, but really not that much. As far as respect, which is
success of it,
yeah, that changed in the industry. You know, they would look. You know, artists would look at me different. You know, artists that I knew before, I sold all of them records, would look at me a whole different way. Wow. So I mean, you know, and that was cool, and it inspired me a lot to, you know, to keep doing what I was doing. You know what I'm saying? Let me know I was doing something right. You know.
Yeah. Okay. Check this out. I was watching an interview on YouTube like 2 days ago, and it was Master P, and he was telling a story about you and him and Tupac, where y'all were in a club, and do you remember the story that I'm talking about? And it wound up being a shootout. Do you remember?
And
it was like Tupac was messing with a girl, and he was telling y'all like y'all should leave her alone or whatever. And y'all was in the club just, you know, just partying or whatever, I guess, or whatever. And her dude was there. And then, you don't remember that story?
Yeah, I do kind of. I think we was in I think we was in Alameda by the lake. And we went to this club, to this bar. And we was sitting there having a drink, and all of a sudden a chair flew across the room. And I just knew, I just automatically knew that Pac was over there.
Story was home.
I remember that shit, but that was crazy. Yeah. Talking to P, I remember. Hell yeah. We was in Alameda, and we was in Oakland over by the lake.
How close were you and Pac? You guys are both like from the Bay Area and all that stuff.
Oh yeah, that's my homie, man. You know, I mean, we smoked like about a ton of weed. Hung out and kicked it, you know, but man, I used to go swoop the homie up all the time, you know. He'd come swoop me up, I come swoop him up or whatever. That's when the Outlaws, man, the Outlaws was like young, dude. They was like kids walking around with, you know, they had Pac jewelry on and it was wearing his hats and, you know, and the little niggas was playing with guns. I'm like, hey, the little niggas too little to be playing with that, you know. He like Pac, like, oh, he know what he doing. I'm looking at, you know, at Napoleon, like, nigga, do you know what you doing with that gun? He's like, yeah, I got the clip right here and the bullets. But you know, man, the Outlaws, you know, that was my little homies too. You know, we all go way back. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, you know, if you know Pac, then you know all the Outlaws, and you know them, you know them well. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, you know, we all kick it, man, real tough. Mo Preem, Big Psych, all the cats, the Thug Life cats, all of them cats, Macadocious, you know what I'm saying? The whole nine, man, the whole clique.
Okay, what do you think about the music game right now, like new artists and the stuff that's playing on the radio? What do you think of hip hop as a whole?
I mean, you know, a wise man once told me, man, you know, when people get to doing things or embarrassing themselves, sometimes you ain't really even gotta say nothing, man. You just sit back and let the niggas clown themselves. It really ain't too much to say, you know what I'm saying? Some of the music is cool, and you know, some of it, you know, it's just whack as hell. It's just fake as fuck. You know what I'm saying? And shit is like stupid ass whack, dumb shit. Like, but I mean, to each his own. You know, if they want to listen to something that's not really educating them as far as street or anything or the world or whatever, fine. You know, we all need something to dance to. You know, but it's serious issues that needs to be addressed. That's going on in the world today, and you know, I focus on that a lot. I mean, I can do songs that make you dance all day long. You know what I'm saying? But shit, when death comes, you're gonna be too busy dancing, nigga. You know, you're gonna be too busy looking good, nigga. You know, I mean, shit. It gotta be a breaking point somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Where you focus on what's really going on around you. You know what I'm saying? If not, then, you know, hey, just be aware of your surroundings. We all know what happens when you do that. Right. You be a victim. You know, be a victim if you want to. But as far as when it comes to the new music, a lot of it is cool, and like it's half and half, man. Some of that shit whack as fuck, and a lot of it is cool. You know.
Okay. Check this out. You know, I run the AHAT. It's a rap battle league, and there's a battle with two industry artists. Like, this battle was supposed to take place a while ago, but now it's happening on October 4th. It's Keith Murray versus Fredr Starr from Onyx.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Who do you know both of those artists, right? Like,
yeah.
Who they are. Who do you think will win that battle? Fredr Starr or Keith Murray in the rap battle?
Man.
Who and why?
Let me think about that one. Keith Murray or Fredr Starr? I don't know. Keith, he got a little spit. I have to. I mean, I like Keith Murray music, but Fredr, Starr, I like both of them cats. So I don't really know who I would say would win. Keith Murray seemed like he more of a lyricist though. He seemed like he probably, you know, is more of a writer or something. You know what I'm saying? I haven't really heard, you know, Fredr, Starr getting it in like that. You know, I'm an artist, man. I probably got 10 million raps, maybe more. I probably have at least 10 million 16s under my fucking belt, at least. Damn. So I'm a real writer, man. I write this shit. I do it. This is what I've been doing since I was 14. So I mean, I can tell real writers when I see them. I know another real writer when I see one. Wow. Shit, you know, we've been writing all our lives. My parents are writers. They're poets. You know, my cousins, my aunties, my sisters, they all write. They're poets. They poets. They do spoken word. We all writers. I come from a family of writers. You know what I'm saying? I just happen to be in a rap game. You know what I'm saying? Right. But so I know another writer when I see him.
You think that's Keith Murray?
I think Keith Murray is a writer. You know what I'm saying? And Fredr, Starr, I haven't really heard him get down like that. You know, he ain't just throwing music out there, just whop, here, take this, take this. He ain't throwing no punches like that. Like, you know, I'm throwing them out there, man. You know, whether they want to hear it or not. The haters, fuck y'all. If you don't want to listen to my shit here, nigga, listen. I'm gonna push it towards your ears. Because it's there, I'm gonna throw them out one by one. You know, right. So and that's what, you know, Keith, he kind of stayed consistent a little more than Fredr when it comes to the music scene. So you know, he might be a little more, when, you know, like betting on a football game. You know what I'm saying? Right. The Raiders and the Eagles, you probably gonna get your money betting for the Eagles, but I'm a Raider fan. You know what I'm saying? Shit.
All right. Addressing something else that's kind of current. Have you seen the movie Straight Outta Compton? Have you seen it?
Yeah.
What did you think of that movie? How it depicted NWA? What did you think of NWA too?
It brought back a lot of memories, you know, and then it reminded me of how it was when I started, and the things that they was going through, I was going through at the same time. Like, you know, when they dropped Straight Outta Compton, Welcome to the Ghetto was #1 on the Billboard, on the radio, and everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, and Straight Outta Compton, you know, they had to do shit like that. Only shit like that was knocking it off the Billboard. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I mean, at the same time, I'm you know, when the riots was going down, after Rodney King, after all of that, that's when I did Welcome to the Ghetto at the same time. So when I'm watching Straight Outta Compton and I see the riots going down, and I start thinking, damn, we was right over there. You know, I'm thinking, going back in my head, like, oh, we was right over there shooting a video. And I remember, you know what I'm saying? It's just bring back memories, especially when Easy passed. I was actually in LA. I just talked to him, and I was supposed to meet him in LA. I just caught a plane out there, and I was calling him, and he wasn't answering the phone. I didn't know what was up, and then I just heard, you know, that he passed away in the hospital from HIV. I just didn't. I had just talked to him, so it was just watching the movie was crazy, you know, because that was my real homie. That was my little nigga right there. That nigga was a little tank. He was a little G. You know what I'm saying? And I hang out with his sons. You know, I love E3 and Lil E. You know what I'm saying? All the Easy sons, man, because that was my homie. And it's a trip because, like I said, we just came back from Australia, and I was with E3, and, you know, it was just, just telling him things, just telling him things about me and how his dad used to hang out. I took pleasure in that. It was cool, you know, like. It felt really cool telling him, you know, man, your dad was cool. That was my homie. You know, we used to kick it, man. We used to go do this and do that. You know what I'm saying? Right, so it was cool telling Lil E that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to all the Lil E's. You know what I'm saying? Cube, you know, he always been cool. You know, with me, you know, I was a fan of Ice Cube. Man, a big inspiration of Spice One is Ice Cube. You ask me who my favorite rap artist is, it would probably be Ice Cube. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, NWA had a real big impact on Spice One as an individual artist. I feel I'm part of NWA. I'm the Bay Area chapter of NWA. You know what I'm saying? I'm just in the Bay, you dig? Because they all my homies, and you know, I grew up listening to them just like a lot of cats grew up listening to me. And you know, if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't exist the way I am. You know, it wouldn't. Spice One is a mix between everything. You know, between NWA and Ice-T and Too Short and Ghetto Boys. That's who I grew up on. So I'm a mix between all of them. And then when it comes to your East Coast rappers, it's Rakim and KRS-One, and you know, I'm a mix between all of those. So, you know.
Okay, you kind of addressed the question that I was about to ask you. I was going to ask you, who are your top 3 MCs? If you had to pick 3, excluding yourself, who are your top 3 MCs?
Oh, that's the easy. Tupac, Ice Cube, and Scarface. Straight up. Okay. Straight up. Straight up.
Any reason why? Why those 3?
First they was cats, you know, Ice Cube and Scarface were 2 artists I looked up to and wanted to, actually, I wanted to be like them so bad. I wanted to be like Ice Cube. I wanted to be like Scarface. When I was a kid, you know what I'm saying? I was listening to Scarface when I was in high school, and so I used to try to, you know, rap like that, you know, keep it G, you know, keep it real, you know, listen to them. So, and Tupac we kind of learned together in the game. And to see them all blow up like that, and then to see Cube and Scarface get to the point to where they at right now, and for me to be listening to them when I was a kid, and to actually know them now and say what's up, and what's up Cube, and what's up Face, you know, me and Scarface recently found out that we might even be related. I think Scarface might even be my cousin. So y'all stay tuned for that info. You know what I'm saying? When you interview him, if you talk to him, ask him, he'll tell you. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's why they're my favorite artists, because they was my favorite artists before, and I actually got to meet and hang out with them, and they end up happening to be some cool individuals that's still my friends to this day. You know what I'm saying? And you know, you can't ask for nothing else, nothing better than your favorite rap artist to be your friends. Like they real, you know, somebody I know. You know what I'm saying? So that's the cool part about that shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, you can't beat that with a bat in the hand grenade shit.
Like I told you earlier, I run a rap battle league, and I've talked to a lot of industry artists, and a lot of them say they came up battling. And I even asked Snoop the question, and he said he came up battling, told me some stories about him battling. Did you used to battle like before you got signed, or in the early days when you first got signed?
Yeah, hell yeah. I would battle anybody I can find. Shit. Anybody. I mean, I would take on 3 at a time. I didn't care, dude. Anybody who wanted to get it in would get it, dude. They'd get it. It got to a point to where I used to walk around with me and Too Short, and I remember Short saying, you know, artists to come up to him and try to rap to him, and you know, because they want a deal or whatever, and I'll be with him, and he'll be like, Chico, sick him. You know what I'm saying? I'll be like, my play, gladly. Right. You think you hard? So I mean, yeah, you know, today, you know, my freestyle is sick. When I want to, you know. If I really want to freestyle, oh yeah, it's a whole different ball game. You'll think I wasn't freestyling. You'll be like, then you wrote the shit down. You know, but catch me on the humbug out of the blue, and you want me to freestyle, I probably won't. You know, I'll fuck around or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But you know, once you got it, it's like riding a bike, man. You know, you gonna get it in, shit.
Right. They don't go nowhere.
Nah, it don't go nowhere, shit.
All right, well, let everybody know where they can hit you up online and get some info about your album and your upcoming tour dates. What's your social media contact?
You want to go to the Real Spice One on Twitter, you know, for bookings and everything. to pick up the CD, the album. You know, it's all over iTunes, Amazon, all that. But you can go to my Facebook. It's my real name, Robert Green. You know, I ain't got nothing to hide. My government name is Robert Green. It's on the back of the CD. It's been on the back of the CD for the last 20 years. I can't hide that. Right. So, I mean, you know, Fetty Chico shit's nilty. I mean, you know, I got a million names. But if you go under Robert Green, my Facebook is over there. Is Robert Green. And Fetty Chico is the Instagram. Fetty Chico Instagram. Robert Green is Facebook. The Real Spice One is the Twitter. You can pick up the album on any of those sites. And you can go to the Facebook regular, just pull up Spice One fan page, and you can download it off there too, and you can order copies, and it should be in stores. We're trying to release it on Halloween on October 31st. So you know, cross your fingers for that, because that'll be live Haters Nightmare on Halloween. We're gonna get it in, man. We pushing, man. Y'all stay tuned. Blip, blip.
Don't try to joke. You're not in a disposition, but you'll be in a disposition when you see me in this position. I said I'm with the shit.
I'm official scrap, way beyond this rap persona. Pack the Honda, roll through your hood, ready to clap the line with my bitch a shooter. She known the pop stars. She the Black Madonna. You deep, she start spitting out that. Yeah.